Davidson at the line holds it in. Crnkovic on the left wing. Midpoint Davidson. Back to Crnkovic. Back to Davidson. Not in his wheelhouse. Still with it. Right wing circle with Gerlach. Shot! Scores! Lebu, Max Gerlach, barred down and in. 5-1 Saskatoon. Their third power play goal of the night. Nobody was really certain whether that went in or not, but referee Alan Scott was positioned perfectly along the goal line to the left of the Moose Jaw goal, and he immediately signaled goal, and it's 5-1 Blades.
Well, we know Max Gerlach's got an elite level shot, and this is on his right wing. He's the right-handed shot from the circle. He just coils, fires, and puts that in a perfect spot. Good puck movement at the top of the umbrella, and then short side upstairs on your wing.
Linus Nassen. He'll hand it right to Crnkovic. Kyle Crnkovic coming back the other way. In over the line, a shot. He scores! Hey, get that puck! It's the first Western Hockey League goal for Kyle Crnkovic. Just back from the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge. Crnkovic goes top cheddar on Jordan Hollett, and the Blades have a 2-1 lead at home over the Medicine Hat Tigers.
Well, that's a great first goal from Kyle Crnkovic. Picks up this puck in the neutral zone in transition, puts on some speed, and from inside the circle, at the lower half of the circle, he lets a perfectly placed shot go right over top of the shoulder of Jordan Hollett on the short side, too.
Attempt by Justin Hallway wide, comes up the far boards into the final minute of the Connexus Credit Union first period. Martinson into the middle. Here's Crnkovic for Robbins, a shot. He scores! Oh, let's go. What a play by Kyle Crnkovic to lift the stick of the left bridge defender and feed all in one motion. Wide open Tristan Robbins, who had a yawning cage to put the puck into, and the Blades open the scoring with 52.1 seconds left to go in the Connexus Credit Union first period. Crnkovic lifts the stick of the defender, Addison, and then feeds Robbins, who makes no mistake. And for Tristan Robbins, that'll be his third goal of the season, his sixth point of the year for the 17-year-old rookie who just turned 17.
Zone. Turned his back to the play. Oh, got cut off. And with speed down the right side is Crnkovic. Centers it pass. He scores. Burying it for the Blades is Zach Huber, who rushed in after some great speed by Crnkovic to set him up, and the Blades are back on top, 2-1.
Well, that's a play that all starts in the other zone with the Royals with the puck. DJ Jerome, 1-on-4, tries to do way too much with it, and turns it over inside the blue line. And as a result, the Blades come back with numbers and with some speed, and a few Royals are caught flat-footed, and they're able to go in and just make that nice little play right on the goal mouth. Quick little passing play. Prowse is trying to do something with his reach. Is it Prowse or is it Murray?
Oh, Smith was back. He thought that.
In the lead, down low right corner, Patterson. Patterson leaves the puck here for Waters. Waters goes back towards the blue line for Schulthouse. Left point. Here's a shot. They score! Schulthouse fires it home. Beats the netminder. Porter glove hand side. A power play goal. And the Blades, their second of the game, is now 4-2 Saskatoon with 5 minutes remaining in the third.
Wow, this one hurts. Rockets had a real good chance to clear this puck out. It hit a shin pad. They couldn't do it. The penalty killers were tired. And then Connor Brugenkeit gets across in the shooting lane, but he's not able to get enough of it. It actually goes off his shin pad. And I think that was just enough to fool the net.
House in behind the goal, trying to rim it around the boards. Reinhardt's going to hurry after it. Picked by Kyle Crnkovic. Into the corner for Patterson. Crnkovic's going to walk into the corner. Crnkovic to the front of the net. Good poke check. Rebound. Nice stop. Kruger along the goal line. The referees say no. And then on the second attempt, Chase Waters will tuck it home past the leg of Ethan Kruger, and the Blades have tied it.
Well, just good pressure by the Blades, and Ethan Kruger did everything he could to keep it out. He made a phenomenal save just a split second before the puck did get behind him. It was on the goal line initially there, and then I think it was Chase Hartshee tried to scoop it underneath his goaltender, but it didn't quite make it. And that
far side, Waters cuts it off. Chase Waters to the half board to Robbins, back to the line. Here's a shot. Crnkovic scores! Hey, oh, let's go! 16-year-old Kyle Crnkovic goes roof glove side on Donovan Buskey, and the Blades open the scoring on a power play, lead it 1-0.
Well, it was big Josh Patterson sitting in front, and this was a nice job. The puck comes around the wall. Chase Waters holds it in. He sucks 2 Raiders down low, puts it up to the blue line. It's quickly across to the left point for Crnkovic, who moves his way down right to the face-off dot, and you'll think he's going short side. Patterson is there blocking it, blocking the goaltender's view. Instead, he goes far side up over the shoulder for a left-handed shot on the left wing to go upstairs on the far side. It's a
clearing attempt by Buffaro. Now gets out to Crnkovic down the left wing. He'll steer it out front. Nice pass and a better finish even as Huber was headed towards the net and redirects that one between the wickets of Poulter for an 8-3 Blades lead. And 2 beautiful goals by Saskatoon here in this third period off great passes. That one from Crnkovic as Huber was cut into the net. Great hands to put that one through the wickets.
Just full speed by Huber and perfectly timed play there by Crnkovic. Hitting Huber. Not able to catch up with him. Not able to tie him up with swift current. Looked like Billy Soa back there.
Didn't work, and the Blades back the other way. Here's Patterson through. Crnkovic, a shot, save made, Hofer rebound, sits there in front. Here's Patterson, shoots, and scores! Hey, Josh Patterson finishes off a scrambly play. The Broncos couldn't come up with it. Neither could Hofer control the rebound, but Patterson picks up the loose change and tucks it into the empty net. 2-0, Saskatoon with the lead.
Well, that's the great net front presence from Josh Patterson to come in and pick up this loose puck. But the Blades, in the neutral zone, Patterson starts it off on the wall, gets it to the front of the net, and then it's a scramble in front. Hofer tried to poke it away, and then it right past the defenseman to the stick of Josh Patterson. And that's heads-up play from the veteran. He went off the wall after dishing the puck straight to the net, picks up the loose puck, and the Blades have the insurance marker.
Well, that was he was the 15th player to get a circle, tries to get it through. Hayden deflected it wide. Hayden picks it up again. Crnkovic moves to the middle, the shot, scores! Winner, winner, chicken dinner! Kyle Crnkovic with the game-winning goal in overtime. And the Saskatoon Blades have defeated the Regina Pats by a final score of 2-1. The 16-year-old rookie Kyle Crnkovic with the game winner in overtime beats Paddock to the glove side with 1:19 gone in the third period. In the overtime period. It's a power play goal as well with 1 second left in the overtime, in the penalty, I should say, in overtime to the Pats.
Well, just a great shot by Kyle Crnkovic. Gary Hayden, who put the puck back towards him. He steps in.
For his third of the season, scored by number 16, Kyle Crnkovic. The assist to number 14, Gary Hayden. And number 6, Brandon Schulthouse. Power play goal at 1:19 of overtime.
Go ahead, Darren. Schulthouse hustled over to the left wing for Florchuk. Eric Florchuk now with it. Twisting and turning. Looks back for Crnkovic. Working his way to the middle. Spins away from Gutenberg. Left wing circle into the middle. Florchuk can't come up with it. Now here's Patterson. A shot saving. Rebound. He score! Hooah! Josh Patterson stays with it. Yuri Patera not happy. He thought he had the puck frozen underneath his pad, but the referee, Alan Scott, saw the puck was free, and Patterson jabs it in on a power play goal with 1 second left to go in the Ridley Gregg penalty, and the Blades score on their first power play chance and retake the lead at 3-2 over the Brandon Wheat Kings.
Well, so big that the Blades were able to answer. It was one of my keys to the game, is to keep the power play going, and this is definitely a power play goal. I know just 1 second left, but you got the puck inside, and the puck was stopped.
That didn't work. Now here's Florchuk. He's tripping out of the zone. Penalty coming up. Crnkovic now with it. In on the breakaway. Shoots and scores! Oh, let's go, Kyle Crnkovic. It's like the Thunderbirds stopped when they realized there was going to be a penalty for tripping Florchuk on what would have been a breakaway. Crnkovic picked up the loose puck at center, and he was off to the races instead and makes good on it.
Wow, what a sequence. That whole shift was just action and action, one and the other end. I was looking back. Tristan Robbins was engaged with Sean Richards right in front of the Blades goal, and Richards tossed Robbins to the ice. I thought there was going to be a penalty there. Look up ahead to center ice. Eric Florchuk gets tripped. The arm goes up, like you said, Les. The Seattle Thunderbirds just quit when they saw the arm go up. Kyle Crnkovic picks up the loose puck, goes in, dekes to his backhand, and slides it 5-hole under Schwabia.
Comes jumping out of there and waters back to midpoint for Malashev. Emil Malashev, left wing circle, Crnkovic. In front, they score! Hey, Josh Patterson in his power play office redirects it in, 2-1 Saskatoon.
Josh Patterson, 19-year-old veteran. He's the longest-serving member of the Saskatoon Blades, and you're right, Les, that is his office. That's where he gets most of his work done. He had over 30 goals last season. And he gets that one, tucks it in under Schwabius, and the Blades' first power play opportunity of the game. They take full advantage. First goal came on a delayed call, and a nice touch there by Patterson up over the glove. Great heads-up play by the rookie Kyle Crnkovic to set him up right off the left wing half wall. So Crnkovic now with 2 points already in this hockey game.
It'll be the
Play goal is 14.
step out front, couldn't do so, and Florchuk away for Crnkovic at center. On the left wing, Delagrajandier. Back through, here's Florchuk, and it scores! Oh, sure, Eric Florchuk. Boy, I'll tell you, if I'm the Thunderbirds, I want to see a replay of the blue line as the Blades are crossing in. I think Saskatoon got themselves a huge break on this play because it looked to be offside, but there was no whistle. And a great feed across by Aiden Delagrajandier to Eric Florchuk, who went backhand, forehand across the front of the goal mouth and tucks it 5-hole on Cole Schwabius. And the Blades are back in the lead at 4-3 with 2:40 left to go. In line, swept away from them, and now wait for this Crnkovic and a potential 2-on. Crnkovic with McKay. Crnkovic shoots and scores! All right, oh, let's go! Get used to that shot, folks. Kyle Crnkovic goes top cheese glove side on Shane Farkas, and the Blades open the scoring at home against the Portland Winterhawks.
Wow, Kyle Crnkovic. What a goal. It's hard to believe he's only got 5. Each one of them have just been highlight reel goals. He comes down the left side and just snipes one over the glove of Shane Farkas. An absolute laser. Farkas just didn't react in time to get the glove up. He had Riley McKay coming down the right side. Looked as though maybe he was going to try and saucer that in back door in the 2-on-1, but Crnkovic just holds.
Gerlach, middle point for Malashev. Left wing half wall, Kyle Crnkovic. Crnkovic put it in front, tipped on net. Florchuk, stop, rebound, scores. Eric Florchuk gives the Blades the 1-0 lead here in the first.
Well, good job. Blades put that puck towards the front of the net. It's loose, and McNabb has it up against his pad. It's down on to his right, on his right post, but he could never get it covered up for the rebound, and Florchuk banged away once, then pulled it back and just flipped it upstairs. And that's how he's able to beat the goaltender. It's loose. McNabb's never able to find it. I don't know if he knew where it was. And actually, it banked in off the...
Minute and 45. Gerlach, right wing circle. Across. Crnkovic in front, trying to get it to Florchuk. It's in front. It's into the net. They score! Hooah! Eric Florchuk able to bang it in, overcoming the checking of Alex Moore, the defenseman in the blue paint. Riley Lamb could not find it. And off of the scramble, the Blades score on a power play and retake the lead at 3-2.
Yeah, that's great. Good puck movement in the zone. Great retrieval of loose pucks, too, when the shots were missed. And then eventually it's put to the front of the net. Cross ice. And then a scramble that the Blades just win down low. Christian Roykus Martinson was coming in, too. But this is Eric Florchuk standing on top of the net. And then he's relentless, beating out Moore, beating out Nagel, and finding the back of the net. Blades have the lead back, and that's huge.
Yeah, there it is, the backhand touch.
That could have easily went in. Great play by Massier.
Blades get the try. Crnkovic a shot for the left circle, blocked by Zonneveld. Crnkovic's got it again for the Blades. Top right circle, Max Gerlach. Gerlach retreats right point and passes left side of the line for Davidson. Left half wall for the Blades, Crnkovic. Crnkovic to the goal line. Centers, great save, rebound, scores. Max Gerlach puts in his own rebound, and the Blades take the 1-0 lead. 6:08 into the opening period.
Well, some good movement there by the Blades. The puck ends up front, and Gerlach jams it home. And I believe, is that, he's got a little point streak going. Is that, he's got
4 games now. 4 goals and 4 assists over that stretch.
4 goals and 4 assists in the last 4 games. And that's where
Davidson at the line off of one draw. Crnkovic moves up, drops it back to Davidson. To the right wing for Gerlach. He mishandles, chases it down, back to the blue line. Davidson Back to Gerlach. Moves up. Takes the shot. Scores! Hooah! Max Gerlach goes up top. Glove side. Bar down and in. 3-2 Saskatoon. Still 99 seconds left to go in the power play.
Max Gerlach hits his 29th of the season, 1 goal shy now, that 30-goal mark to hit that 30-goal milestone for a 4th straight season. That's his 11th power play goal, and he takes the pass from Dawson Davidson on the right side point. He skates all the way into the top of the circles and just lets a wrist shot rip high, short side from the right side circle up over the glove. It goes.
Guys open, sure.
Here's Davidson onto it, in front, they score! Hey, oh, let's go! Kyle Crnkovic at the back door, at the far lip of the creases. Davidson jumped in, saw an opportunity, and makes things happen. And it's 1-0 Saskatoon as Kyle Crnkovic, his 6th goal of the season, ends a 7-game goalless drought. And for Dawson Davidson, 11 straight games with at least an assist and a point.
Well, that's just another good job. And we, pointed this out earlier. The Blades defense loves to be active, and it's a big reason why they've been able to be so successful. Davidson leading the way, jumps up, great play to the back door, and Crnkovic does what he can to get his stick on it and find the back of the net.
Wilgen bobbles it. It comes to the left wing boards. Kyle Crnkovic with it back to the point. Neen starts walking to the middle of the ice. Nolan Neen tries a shot, deflected, comes free. Here's Schultz, a shot, he scores! Booyah! Power play goal, Brandon Schultz. Just add in a little bit more. It is 6-1 now for the Blades with 58.9 seconds left to go in the hockey game.
Yeah, and for the Blades, a few other guys getting real key power play minutes early on, and then Brandon Schultz back the line, moves to the right side, the wall of that umbrella, and he comes right down, jumps in a loose puck, and goes upstairs. Really strong finish against his former team. And the power play at one time looked like it maybe was a little.
Gerlach right wing side, pass knocked down. Robbins to it, a shot wide, off the backboard, shot, scores! Hey, Kyle Crnkovic gets to the rebound off the backboards to the right of the Brandon net. Patera didn't get across quickly enough. 2-0 Saskatoon on a power play goal.
That's a nice birthday present for Kyle Crnkovic.
Absolutely.
Get the power play goal, and a big one here after the big hit, which is on one of your stars in Ryan Hughes, and that's when you really want to respond with. And yeah, you want to respond in a physical tone too, but you want to respond on the scoreboard and the ensuing power play, and it's exactly what the Blades do. Crnkovic in a great spot and makes a great finish on this puck to get the insurance marker.
Tristan Robbins is going to get his
hitting, and you can have a lot of success when you're winning on the road.
Loose puck in front, they score. Saskatoon Blades. Tristan Robbins left all alone in front of the net, and he goes top shelf, and Matt Sogard and the Blades now with a 5-2 lead. It certainly gives them a huge edge in this third period.
Well, it does create a little more separation between them and the Tigers here, and that late goal in the second period was huge for them.
So Tristan Robbins getting the Blades a 5th goal on the season, and for Robbins that'll be his 8th goal of the
He can't, kept in by Davidson. Crnkovic, left circle, centering pass off his skate, they score. I'm not sure who's going to get credit for this goal. It's either Eric Florchuk or Kyle Crnkovic, but either way, it's 4-0 for the Blades as they connect. Kadora, Aaron pass goes out to center, but now connected by Rikus Martinson. Martinson down the right side. Centering pass, and Crnkovic looking for it. Backhander, and it goes in. As he banks that one off Jesse Mackay, and it goes right into the back of the nets. Crnkovic is second of the hockey game. Second, and the Blades are going to take it. And they advance out to the neutral zone. Crnkovic, left side, dropping it off Harsh. Backdoor, they score. And that is going to...
They've changed up in different lines out there. Schulthouse ahead. Here's Florchuk bursting in. Eric Florchuk backhand save, made rebound shot. They score! Oh, let's go. There's your response. Kyle Crnkovic buries the rebound of the Eric Florchuk shot. First 2 shots on goal of the hockey game for the Blades, and they've tied it up at 1-1.
Yeah, just a minute 11 later, the Blades are able to tie this up, and that's the response you needed at home because, you know, good crowd comes out. You see that yourselves on your heels early, and you're like, okay, this is supposed to be our playoff team. Well, yeah, this is it because you know what? A little bit of adversity. Well, guess what? They come right back. Take care of the penalty. That's okay. They got one. Right back on the offense, and there's Florchuk, who's supposed to be an offensive leader.
Line and over. Left wing Crnkovic back in front off of Puteau and wide. Now stripped free by Florchuk. Robbins rims it up the left wing boards to the line. Penalty is over. Davidson, left wing circle. Crnkovic shoots, scores! Oh my! What a shot by Kyle Crnkovic. Oh, sure, it is 4-0 Saskatoon.
The now 17-year-old rookie Kyle Crnkovic showing off that exceptional skill he has. Soft hands and a nasty release. Dawson Davidson up on the point. Sucks the defender towards him. Dishes down low to the left side circle, and Kyle Crnkovic, left shot. That's a short side for him. And just as Florchuk was screening McNabb and cleared out of the way, there was not much room up over that blocker's shoulder, but Crnkovic goes short side cheese. It's 4-0 Blades.
Point and had it blocked. Blades with it. Crnkovic into the middle for Eric Florchuk. Florchuk slowly to center. And now to the Bronco line and over. Drop pass. Here's Davidson moving and scores! Debut! Dawson Davidson beats Riley Lamb glove side. A 4-on-4 goal for the Saskatoon Blades as Davidson makes it 5-0. And for the Blades, that is just their 3rd goal on a 4-on-4 situation this season.
Well, Dawson Davidson, he's got that ability to jump up on the play and act like a third forward and gets it in the high slot, takes one stride, leans into a wrist shot and places it perfectly up in the top corner. Riley Lamb was well out of the crease in a good spot, had no chance.
Blades back in. We're tied at 2. Top of the line. Davidson shot and he scores low along the ice. And the Blades will take a 3-2 lead.
We talk about answering right back. Blades win the faceoff, get it down on the Warrior end right away, and set up the one-time shot for Davidson.
That was a heavy shot too from Davidson along the ice, just in the right position and able to beat Broden Salmon.
That's a great shot, hey?
Oh, absolutely. It's nice, low, solid, good screen in front.
Beats him on the